It's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
You're a donkey.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, September 19th goes to Ebony Cooper, 28, and Leah Presley, 26 of Savannah, Georgia. Salute to everyone who listens to us on 94.1 The Beat in Savannah. Drop one of Clues Bombs for Savannah. I love Savannah. I want to come to Savannah when I put out my new book next month.
Shout out to our girl Tracy. She's from Savannah.
Yes, I love Savannah. Beautiful city. With a lot of young entrepreneurs. And that's what Ebony and Leah are, two local entrepreneurs who were at an event for local entrepreneurs. See, this is the beautiful thing about community. When you are living in a thriving ecosystem where the schools, the churches, local businesses are all working together to get the best out of people in that community, everyone wins. And this is a great example. See, a local church in Savannah was hosting an event for local entrepreneurs, and Ebony and Leah, being the young go-getters that they are, decided they wanted in. See, Leah and Ebony have a product, ladies and gentlemen, and they sell that product, and I guess it's working for them. So once they heard the news about the church throwing this event, they decided this is where they needed to be to expand their business. You got to respect that, right? So Ebony and Leah started running ads on social media telling people, come one, come all, pull up to the church and buy what it is we are selling. I repeat, Leah and Ebony started advertising their product on social media, telling people we going to be at the church on such and such date selling what we got. Now, the problem lies in what Ebony and Leah was selling. Let's go to the news now for the report, please.
Savannah Chatham Counter Narcotics team said 28-year-old Ebony Cooper was openly selling marijuana and THC edibles on church property. Law enforcement discovered it via a social media search where it was being advertised. Well, okay, so the church itself didn't know. An outside vendor actually hosted an entrepreneur event at the church property, and that's where the edibles were being sold. Cooper and a friend named Leah Presley went off-site after agents made an undercover buy of the edibles and searched their vehicle. That's where they found even more marijuana edibles, more than $1,000 in cash, and a loaded gun. They also believed that she had the loaded gun on her on the church property when she was selling those marijuana edibles. The women involved both face felony drug charges.
I've conceded America to the stupid people. It's over for anyone with a lick of common sense. If you deal with logic and facts in any way, shape, or form, you are now the stupid one in this country. Leah and Ebony decided to sell edibles at the church. Okay, various types of THC-filled treats, cereal, brownies, puddings, you name it, they got it. And they decided to advertise that they were selling it at the church via social media. They had a THC-filled testimony to tell. Okay, I know right now they sitting in jail wondering who snitched on them. They probably think it was Sister Jenkins or Sister Jefferson. Okay, both of them were just on the sick and shut-in list because Sister Jenkins' sugar was too high and Sister Jefferson had gout in her heel. But they finally home and they always chastising Leah and Ebony. So Leah and Ebony think that Sister Jefferson and Sister Jenkins dropped a dime on them, when the reality is they told the FBI what was going on themselves. And by FBI, I mean Facebook and Instagram. Okay, I love so much about this story, though. All right, the fact that they pulled up to a church event with a loaded pistol. You heard her say Ebony Cooper had the pistol on her while she was manning the booth. They was treating this booth at this church event like it was the bando for real. And I get it. Okay, Deacon McNeil got a nephew that just came home from doing a year for child support, and he be stealing out the collection plate. So you can't take no chances with him. All right, 2 young women selling edibles on church grounds gotta be protected. Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 18 tells you about the whole armor of God and how the whole armor of God protects you, but that don't apply to people who selling edibles on church grounds. Sometimes that breastplate of righteousness isn't enough, and I need that pistol to protect me from Deacon McNeil's nephew. Okay, Leah and Ebony are now facing felony drug charges and are in the Chatham County Jail. However, agents say they do not believe Presley participated in the edible sales that occurred on the church property. And CTN agents say Cooper was actively advertising the illegal big goods on various social media sites herself. Sounds to me like Ebony Cooper is getting blamed for everything. She had the pistol on her. She was the one advertising on social media. Presley didn't participate. 2 people get arrested for the same charges, but one gets blamed for everything. You know, this morning I decided to Google what the Bible says about snitching. All right. The Bible recommends first that we do not enter into confidences with evil people. 1 Corinthians 15:33, Psalm 1:1, Proverbs 13:20, any of those chapters tell you that. Spending time with people who do illegal things will eventually result in participation in those illegal activities, or at the very least, companionship that expects loyalty. Okay, this is a dangerous situation. All right, a former criminal accomplice who comes clean to the authorities will get labeled a snitch and will be in jeopardy. So it's better not to go down that road at all. All right, you have to think about these kinds of things when you decide to advertise your drug selling on social media and then go set up a bando at the church for you and your friend to make some money. I'm not saying Leah is snitching on Ebony. I'm just saying in the book of Jeezy, chapter 101, verse 14, it says if you get jammed up, all right, don't mention my name, okay? Please give Leah Presley and Ebony Cooper the biggest hee-haw. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
Well, all right.
So you don't think people in church smoke weed?
Of course they smoke weed. Ain't nothing wrong with them selling the edibles at church, but don't advertise it on social media.
Oh, so you giving a donkey for advertising on social media?
Don't advertise it on social media.
Okay. Because I thought it was pretty great.
And we don't know.
People in church is a large congregation. You get large people. You could just sell your ish.
And can you trust them not to sell it to kids? Kids running up, they want some brownies, they want some pudding, they want some Rice Krispies treats. They don't know that there's weed in here.
No,
can you trust these two people not to sell it to kids?
No, little man, this is for adults only. This is adult book. This is adult cookies.
Well, all I'm saying is don't advertise it via social media. All right?
All right.
Everything else I completely agree with.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey.
Including bring the pistol to church.
Hey, you never know.
You don't know,
You
man.
don't know.
People, ever since Dylan Roof, I've got anxiety.
Yeah, right.
PTSD. I need to have my gun with me in church.
Charlamagne the God here, and today's Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey and call my friend Michael if you've been hurt in a construction accident. 212-962-1020. That's 212-962-1020. Don't be a donkey.